Welcome to Anomalous Archives, where we explore the eerie mysteries of the SCP Foundation. Today, we unraveled the story of SCP-021, a tattoo that's far from ordinary. Brace yourself for a journey into the unknown. Special Containment Procedures. Containment of SCP-021 is deceptively simple, as it requires no more than the containment of a regular human being. However, the implications of this simplicity are anything but ordinary. Currently, SCP-021 resides within Detention Cell 217A, where it has made its home on Subject D-139. What makes this containment unique is that only Class D personnel are eligible for hosting SCP-021. As long as a host survives, they are spared from the typical monthly terminations that Class D personnel usually face. This seemingly straightforward containment procedure conceals the sinister nature of SCP-021, which we will explore in greater detail shortly. Description: SCP-021 takes on the guise of a tattoo, but this is no ordinary ink. It's an intricate serpentine dragon, rendered in the Oriental style, covering approximately 0.8 square meters of its host skin. What sets this tattoo apart is that it's not static. It's a fully animate entity within its confined two-dimensional world. Its movements, however, inflict constant pain on the host. Imagine enduring the sensation of simultaneous tattooing and tattoo removal on a grand scale. The entity tends to lurk on or around the host's torso, adding to the agony it inflicts. As for its intelligence, it remains a mystery, as measuring the intellect of a two-dimensional life form has proven to be an insurmountable challenge. Feeding and preferences. SCP-021 sustains itself by feasting on the pigments within its host's skin. This eerie appetite can lead to the host developing a condition resembling vitiligo, a striking and visible transformation. However, what truly sets SCP-021 apart is its peculiar penchant for consuming other tattoos on the host's body before turning to natural pigments. What makes this process even more disturbing is that the feeding itself is entirely painless. Normal tattoo ink simply vanishes as it is devoured by this two-dimensional entity, leaving behind an eerie void where once there was art. Even more perplexing, SCP-021 manages to maintain a consistent size, and no excretions or byproducts have ever been observed. Picture the bizarre sight of your tattoos slowly vanishing, replaced by an animate serpent made of ink. To satiate this entity, one can even swiftly tattoo images of fruits or small animals on the host's skin. It's a deeply unsettling and enigmatic phenomenon that adds another layer of mystery to this already perplexing anomaly. Transmission and transfer. SCP-021 has its own eerie methods of moving between hosts, and they're far from ordinary. Firstly, the most reliable method of transmission is through sexual intercourse, boasting a disturbingly high success rate of 93%. However, this method is far from ideal, as it inflicts intense pain on those involved. The thought of an entity like SCP-021 being passed during such a personal act is profoundly unsettling. If that weren't disturbing enough, the entity can also transfer between hosts through contact between open wounds. The imagery alone is enough to make your skin crawl. Transfer becomes even more complicated when dealing with deceased subjects. Yet, SCP-021 seems to care little about the death of its hosts, continuing to consume pigments even after the host's demise. The possibility of SCP-021's transmission between species remains an enigma, with previous tests suggesting it to be either impossible or exceedingly rare. These methods of transmission and transfer are as eerie as the entity itself, adding layers of horror to this already chilling anomaly. Benefits and side effects. SCP-021 may appear as a malevolent force, but it grants its host certain advantages that are both intriguing and unsettling. These benefits include surges of strength and confidence. The tattoo has been observed to expedite the release and reuptake of epinephrine, granting hosts sudden surges of strength, confidence, and heightened pain tolerance. Imagine facing your deepest fears with an unnatural courage, all thanks to a living tattoo. Enhanced immune system. Astonishingly, SCP-021 seems to have a positive impact on the host's immune system, providing them with an extraordinary resistance to threats. However, these advantages come at a sinister cost. Heightened aggression. Hosts of SCP-021 often exhibit higher levels of aggression than the norm. Whether this aggression stems directly from the tattoo or results from the ceaseless pain remains a mystery. The line between empowerment and malevolence blurs as the tattoo exerts its influence. Psychological strain. The symbiotic relationship with SCP-021 is limited by the host's tolerance for constant pain in daily life. This torment has driven some hosts to the brink of despair, leading to instances of suicide. The psychological toll of living with SCP-021 is a burden few can bear. Fatal skin infections. In rare cases, hosts have succumbed to fatal skin infections, adding a grim layer to the already terrifying narrative. The duality of empowerment and suffering within SCP-021's host is as perplexing as it is unsettling. As we delve deeper into the secrets of this anomaly, we find ourselves with more questions than answers. The Enigma of SCP-021. The origins and nature of SCP-021 remain cloaked in darkness, defying our attempts at comprehension. The SCP Foundation's secrecy and the entity's own elusiveness have made it nearly impossible to trace its transmission from host to host. As a result, SCP-021 could potentially be centuries old, if not older, lurking in the shadows of history. Despite its captivity being one of the longest in the Foundation's history, spanning nearly
data expunged
years, SCP-021 continues to guard its secrets with an unnerving silence. The extensive research conducted has yielded more questions than answers, leaving us to ponder the very essence of life in two dimensions. The enigma of SCP-021's existence challenges our understanding of the world, pushing the boundaries of what we know about anomalies within the Foundation. Conclusion. Our chilling exploration of SCP-021, the Malevolent Tattoo, has brought us face to face with the horrifying unknown. We reflect on the eerie revelations we've uncovered in this enigmatic anomaly. SCP-021, though classified as safe in containment, is anything but ordinary. It inflicts constant pain on its hosts, feeding on pigments, and possessing a bizarre preference for other tattoos. Its methods of transmission are as disturbing as its very nature. Yet, it bestows strange and unsettling benefits upon its hosts, from surges of strength to an enhanced immune system. However, these advantages come at a grave cost, including heightened aggression and psychological torment that has driven some hosts to suicide. The dark consequences of SCP-021's presence cast a shadow over its symbiotic relationship, leaving a trail of suffering and despair in its wake. The entity's origins and nature remain a mystery, challenging our understanding of anomalies within the SCP Foundation. As we conclude our journey into the heart of darkness that is SCP-021, we are left with more questions than answers. This enigma, shrouded in pain and ink, reminds us that the true horror often lies in the uncharted territories of the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this eerie expedition, and stay tuned for more tales from the SCP Foundation's archives.